Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Tangent. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off with the football. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes when guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense will take the field for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield at St. Clair. Spits it out to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Fires left. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Here comes the heat. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To throw, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thurman. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Golden Gophers have taken it inside the 20. Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Trying to get the corner. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 21 over Boise State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed near the marker. It's Tate. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unleashes one. It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun to give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sort.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the ground, it's ball. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the gun, give on the inside. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Finds a man by himself. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. To the air, it's Lindsey. Gets it out quickly. Snowed under by the defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's ball. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Smith.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Donaldson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Hand off from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. He turns it loose to the left. Makes a catch at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, just keeps moving. He's at the 40. Past the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Well, you don't see too many runs inside bust open like that one did. It usually means somebody blew an assignment.
Man, and it's a bad feeling when you got that running back coming to the second level, full head of steam, nobody grabbing a hold of him. That's when he can make you miss, make you look silly. Nice blocking up front to make the big play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. On the move, it's Donaldson. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They're facing a 3rd down. They want that clock to run. And the Buckeyes will keep this drive going.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Fires to the tight end. There he goes! Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. possession, you get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to buy time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force this.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. On his way from around the 50. And the returner is stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance to...
Turning it on! He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.